Liverpool on Sunday. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and today we'll talk more on that game that was going to happen tomorrow between Liverpool and Crystal Palace, and we'll talk more on transfers. Good morning, also. How are you?
Good morning, Godwin. Good morning, John. Good morning, listener. It's an interesting day, interesting weekend. Talk about football again. Let's get on.
Good morning, John.
Fantastic morning to you, Godwin, and my compare in the studio. Fantastic morning to every football fan tuning in on YouTube. We see you. And especially, congratulations to Chelsea winning that game yesterday, 2-0.
Okay, congratulations. Chelsea won that. They're going to play two friendly games before the new season starts. They will play one today. Yes, they play one yesterday, and they will play one tomorrow to prepare them for the new season. They won that game against Bayer Leverkusen. Okay. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube and Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's start with the official game that will happen tomorrow. It's going to be Crystal Palace versus Liverpool in that Community Shield. You know, both especially Liverpool has spent a whole lot of money, and in England we treat these games as if it's a friendly game. No problem about it, but it's still an official game, and you see there is a cup to win. But if you look at these two teams, one has bought well a ticket for Liverpool, from Witt for Liverpool is going to wear the number 7 shirt. They bought and they want to buy Isak, but it's going to see first time we are going to see what all these players they bought is going to do tomorrow against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it's a new look Liverpool. Even though we have the core fundamentals of that team still there, you talk about the VVD himself in the 18-yard box. You talk about the likes of the Gravenberg, the McAllister, Zoboslai. We still have the core of the team, but we have a shiny new forward in Hugo Ekitike. Maybe later on before the end of the transfer window, we could see a possible Isak coming in. We have two new fullbacks in the side in the likes of Kekes and Frimpong, and it's looking like, you know, a different team altogether. We had a lot of, let me say, maybe a few exits, talking about Luis Diaz and also what's his name now? Nunes on his way out as well. So yes, it's a new look Liverpool coming into a brand new season against Crystal Palace, the total underdogs of last season, who came from, you know, out of this world to win the FA Cup against Man City. Now, in this encounter to open up the new season, I see it as an opportunity for Liverpool to drop the gauntlet. You know, when you are a fantastic knight and you drop the gauntlet to say, okay, whoever wants to challenge me, have at me. That's the way knights do. Okay, so I would say that this game against Crystal Palace would be a fantastic way for Liverpool to drop the gauntlet and say, which person might reach more now come, you know. You set an example and everybody follows.
Tomorrow's Community Shield.
John, he says drop a gauntlet, spill a gut. It no concern me. I want to see good football because I'm back to being red. But Crystal Palace is another team you would always not want to write off. Look at what happened to them and Man City in the FA Cup finals. You didn't expect them to come and be that stronghold in playing football, physical and all of that, and scoring one goal and leading themselves to the title. I feel like on the other hand, Liverpool, with all the many buys, winning their games, they would have a problem coming into the Premier League. Trust me, because it will show. Either it shows on preseason night or it shows in the Premier League night. Maybe in this game tomorrow, it might not be there because they might find a way to, you know, Liverpool, I say, will always find a way to win their games. Even if it's in tough moment, they find a way to win their games. But these new signings, they would have hiccups here and there in the Premier League season. But tomorrow's game, I'm not looking forward to Liverpool. I'm looking forward to Liverpool blowing anybody out of the water.
Oh, wow.
Let's see what happens in that game. Slot is going to set up his new team well, has a new fullback, Frimpong, and Kekes. I don't know who is going to start between all of them, but we're going to see the midfield is going to be the midfield, Gravenberch, McAllister, and then you have to see where Florian Wirtz is going to play. If
and Florian Wirtz, you know, go tell me say go play so much like that.
Well, they don't still have a winger in that team. That's the problem. Diaz has left.
You say they don't
They have Gakpo yes, on the left.
Gakpo and Salah. So they might decide to start the same team they started in the midfield. That is Zoboslai, McAllister, and Gravenberch. They move Florian Wirtz to the left.
Zoboslai is not starting.
Why
It's
is
going
not
to be Florian Wirtz in that position Gapo, Ekitike, Salah.
You know,
Kiwidi.
you talk about he did slot mind. What thing to do tomorrow?
You don't understand.
It's possible. Okay, let's get a prediction for that game. It's going to be Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Who wins the competition?
I think
tomorrow?
it's going to be Liverpool edging it out 3-1 in the finals and winning it rightly so.
Okay, now so who wins?
I'm going to stick with Liverpool though, but I'm not expecting them to do anything wondrous in that game. It's going to be Liverpool, and you're talking about the lineup, and I'm thinking the lineup all you guys are calling now might not even work against Crystal Palace. Ekitike will come and scuff his chances. Which might not start. Like John is hoping he will start. You might just come into that game tomorrow and you see him starting the Curtis Jones ahead of Zoboslai and ahead of Zoboslai and Floris out together. You might see him starting the Curtis Jones and McAllister in midfield with what's called Cody Gakpo playing from the left, and then maybe Nunes still starting because still he's not gotten his dream move yet out of the club, and he's still there training with the first team. He might still start tomorrow.
Yeah, he might still play tomorrow. Yes,
you never know. So the way you call the lineups, and I'm like, look at how they talk, they go.
Can we agree to disagree that I want Liverpool to lose tomorrow?
If they lose,
yes?
no problem. But I'll be happy.
So don't come in here and tell me that Liverpool will win.
Like I said,
but Ekitike will miss his chances. This one will do this.
You saw
this one will not start.
I'm not.
Come on, man.
See, even if Liverpool
come
goes
out with your full chest and support Crystal Palace.
John, even if Liverpool goes with their full team tomorrow, they get the team that won last season's Premier League team, they still have a chance of winning it. You get, if they go with these new signings, they still have a chance of winning it. I'm saying they have more chances of winning it than Crystal Palace. It's one thing you understand. But the way you've seen Liverpool play this season, or perhaps this preseason, if you see Ekitike, the chances is got. Now, Ohailon 2.0.
Well,
I think it's too early to call that on Ekitike.
That's what I'm saying. Until we see him play well. But I'm just saying, for now, Slot might still choose to go with the players he's had before the season.
We're going to see Eze is still at Crystal Palace. You know, Eze, there's this rumor that Arsenal want to buy Eze, but we have about 21 days left in this transfer window, and that move is not even moving anywhere. He's still going to play tomorrow's game, and let's see how he's going to leave Crystal Palace, if he's going to stay or going to go to Arsenal before the end of summer. But for Slots, they spent a whole lot of players in this summer. They bought a whole lot of players in this summer. They bought Ekitike, bought Florian Wirtz, bought many players, KKS and Freebom. Let's see if all of them will start tomorrow. And in that community shield, it's going to be Liverpool versus Crystal Palace in tomorrow's community shield. And let the best team win. It's going to officially we are going to play. It's going to be an official game for the Premier League to start, because remember the Premier League is starting on Friday. But let's see who wins that game. Okay, let's move away from the community shield and talk transfers. First, let's talk about Manchester United, because Sesko landed yesterday at Manchester United, and he's going to sign his contract this morning, and he's going to present it to the Old Trafford fans today, because they have a friendly game against Fiorentina today by 12:30. He's going to present it to the fans. He's going to the way they normally do it for last seasons or a couple of seasons ago. He's going to present it to the fans. But the question I want to ask is, how do you think that Slot will set up Sesko in that team? If you look at the past 3 games, he started number 9. Yeah, that's Højlund and 2 number 10s. Now, plus this past game, he started 2 forward and Bruno Fernandes in front of them. How do you think that you set up Sesko in this his team? Do you think that Sesko will be the lone striker and have probably Mbeumo and Fernandes, or Mbeumo and Cunha behind him, or he's going to play 2 strikers and Bruno Fernandes behind them?
It's an exciting problem to have right now, because Manchester United are still in that phase. Like, I feel one of the strengths of Ruben Amorim that has become one of the weaknesses is the tactical flexibility, because if you look at their last 5 games in the Premier League, it was hard for you to see them feel the same structure for the 5 games all throughout, because it was always moving on. You will see Dalo on the left, next thing you see him on the right, you see Ahmad in that right, you see another player. So
he keeps moving pieces.
He keeps moving it,
trying to find where they will fit in very well.
Where they will fit in very well. And then sometimes when you find a player that fits a particular position, he goes ahead to move him just out of the wheel of moving him, because he has the final say, the final arbiter at Manchester United right now when we talk about all things tactically. Now, coming into this friendly today, I think using Benjamin Sesko in that side, it all depends, for me, it all depends on if Højlund has a future at Manchester United. If Højlund has a future at Manchester United, then I can see him for some games playing two of them up front and then putting Bruno behind them and then the normal team behind them. If and some other games, I see him also playing Sesko alone because he's the main man and then playing 2 10s behind him. So it depends, because I'm going to say if Højlund doesn't leave this summer, then he's going to have to interchange between these two formations throughout this season just to give the lads some game time. I think Sesko will only see game time coming off the bench to play somebody in one of those 2 10 positions because he excels well in that position. But for me, the cookie cutter formation for Manchester United is Sesko up front, those 2 10s behind him. And the way
okay, so what do you think about these two lone striker for Sesko to play as a lone striker, the way they played last season with Højlund, or we pay him probably with another striker and play Bruno Fernandes behind him?
Zeski came in as a striker and said he's not his striker, and where was he played? He was played as a 10. And he told he's not a 10. Now, his hold-up play and link-up play makes difference. Sesko, for me, comes in, going to replace, he's coming to replace Højlund. He's not this. I know I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll still sing it like a song. Strikers from Syria, blah, blah, blah. You know how the saying goes. But I go back and say, it's going to be hard to say this person goes on the bench, this person starts. Last season, we were seeing the Brentford with Mbeumo and Wicha up front. Which means it's 2 strikers up front. And these players have played in a system where either 2 strikers up front or playing as a double 10, they can work perfectly. Now, for Sesko, we've seen him play in that position as well in some games for Leipzig, where if you look at their games last season, where they played 3 at the back, 2 strikers up front. He played as a second 10 or as a supporting striker to the main guy, or perhaps he played to score the goals himself. Now, for Cunha as well, you see him play as a 10, you see him score the goals, you see him play as a number 10 with the Japanese guy up front as well in Wolverhampton Wanderers. So these players are players who can play as a striker and as a 10. So it gives you leverage and in tactical flexibility. You can lose the ball, and you see him play as a wing. Ahmad playing as a wing back.
I think Ahmad will play as a wing back because throughout the preseason he played as a wing back.
Now look at it. Ahmad playing as a wing back, and you have a proper full back in this other side. Mazraoui playing as a right CB can come in when you're defending, can come in and you have a 4-man defense. Depending on how the game goes, why Dogu comes back and you see a 4-man defense with Luke Shaw, Maguire, Mazraoui on the other side, and Dogu, or perhaps if Luke Shaw is not playing because he's been playing Luke Shaw as left centre half. Now, if he switches this side and Dogu is not starting, you have a Dalot starting on the right wing back. When you switch it backwards, you see a Luke Shaw, the 2 centre half, and Dalot on the right back. Now, that's what the man wants to play. He can switch from 4-3-3 to 4-2-3-1 to anyhow. So, depending on how the game progresses and you're seeing the lapses in the tactics, you make your substitution and you get on with the game.
It's going to be interesting because if Sesko is going to play as a lone striker or be partnered with someone, because the two Mbeumo and Cunha can play just behind the striker if they want to play just two forward. Probably Sesko is up front, then one of those players will play with him and Bruno Fernandes making up the whole attack, or they can play Sesko, only him over. That's the formation they played majorly last season, where one striker and play 2 number 10s. Remember, they still have Mount in that team. They still have Bruno Fernandes that can play behind the striker in that team. They still have Ahmad, even though he played majorly as a wing back throughout this preseason, can play behind the striker. They still have Mbeumo that can play behind the striker. So Ahmad has an option. His option is actually large. This is like he has option to change formation, check tactics inside the game. So I don't think he has an excuse not to score goals. Manchester United has an excuse not to score a goal because last season was disastrous. I think both Højlund and Zeski didn't score up to 10, 11 Premier League goals, both of them throughout last season. So it's very, very poor. And Manchester United finished at a negative goal difference. That means they consider more goals than they scored. Now they have Sesko in that team. They bought 3 strikers in this particular window. They have Sesko, they have Mbeumo, they have Cunha, they have firepower in that team. So they need to score goals. They cannot finish with. I think this is the second time in a row they finished in a negative goal difference. That means it's actually poor for a team like Manchester United. But let's see how Amorim is going to set up his team. If he's going to play Sesko as a lone striker, or he's going to partner him with another striker and play Bruno Fernandes behind them. That's the last formation he plays. So he has an option, even though he's going to play 3 at the back. Now he has more options up forward. You can switch, probably play midfielder as a number 10, probably Ahmad and Mount or Bruno Fernandes behind the striker, or they even play other strikers like Mbeumo and Cunha behind the striker. So he has options everywhere. But Sesko is going to be presented to the Old Trafford fans when they play their friendly game today.
I think it's not just Sesko. The whole of the new signings will be presented
but
to the
you know,
Old Trafford
yeah,
faithful.
Sesko is the headline today.
Huge headline.
It's the headline, bro.
It's
Not
the
see you
headline.
want to tell me.
Like, that's the biggest part of the biggest.
They got announced by
players.
Baleba this afternoon
So
too.
let's see what happens with them. Remember, Manchester United will sign Sesko, officially sign Sesko for 66.3 million pounds. That's about 76.5 million euros, and the add-on is about 7.3 million pounds in fee. So that contract will be signed today, and it's going to be presented to the Old Trafford. Let's see how Amorim is going to use all these strikers. He has bought 3 strikers, almost more than 200 million pounds he has spent on firepower this particular summer. Let's see if Manchester United, he can bring Manchester United back to the glory days. Another news for Manchester United, you need to go to their site and watch their new training ground.
Yes, Carrington.
You can go and see what they did in that new training. And everybody was complaining that everything was bad there, old equipment, all that, but everything have changed. If you look, I watched that video yesterday from their website.
Yeah.
Every single thing here is brand new. Their training ground.
This is how we enter my
No, for real. I saw it yesterday. I saw it yesterday.
You want top fan overnight?
Let's not forget
You want
that.
top fan overnight?
No, let's not forget that this came about because a certain CR7 came out and made those statements.
Everything was new.
Everything tear over 50 million.
It's about 3 minutes video. They showed everything, and from the coaches, from the players, from the everybody made an input to build that new training facility, and it's fantastic. So congratulations. I'm thinking Manchester United don't have an excuse.
They don't have an excuse.
You have strikers
just because they build one training ground. They don't want to get
Godwin.
Everything in that place.
One of the most iconic and stunning facts about the new Carrington is that you see we used to have in other clubs where you have a trophy room. Now, what they've done with this new Carrington is that they've made the trophies a part of the general aesthetics of the entire complex. Team. So, anyhow, they are programming. You see, we want you. You have to come and deliver. You get it. But fantastic training complex. Fantastic.
Because of just one training ground.
Be sure to catch it.
Because of the spent on one training ground, they say CR7 is this. As they're not sent to Saudi, if they sent to Saudi, they don't build new stadium by now.
But
because they know, I'm saying Qatari, maybe Saudi, not Qatari. Qatari.
Sheikh Jassim.
If they sent to Qatari boy, that Qatari guy, they don't build new stadium by now. But they said to the businessmen of England, Jim,
the penny pinchers of England.
They can't manage money. Renovate Carrington. They build new Carrington. They renovate.
Manchester United
it wasn't renovation. It's total rebuild.
Manchester United spent 50 million pounds to just develop the Carrington training ground. So it's a fantastic thing. You can go on their website, on YouTube, on their social media to watch that video. Fantastic thing that they did there. But let's see what if it's going to affect the general atmosphere for the players and for the fans. Probably they need to touch their fans because of the leaking roofs and all that. I think they are doing.
They are innovating the Old Trafford.
They are actually doing quite good thing at Old Trafford, buying players, renovating their training ground and their stadium. So let's see what Manchester United will do in this coming season. Okay, let's move away from Manchester United and talk other transfers. Let's talk about Newcastle, because Newcastle are the only team. They played a friendly game yesterday. They didn't play with a recognized striker because Isak is still out. Out of the team. Aghehowa was talking to the press after the game. He was saying that if the right condition is met, that Isak will come back to the team. But Isak wants to go to Liverpool. But Newcastle wants to buy a striker first before they let them go. But now, as for today, 3 strikers has been linked to Liverpool. Samu from
Liverpool, Newcastle.
Newcastle has been linked. The 3 strikers just this morning. Samu has been
aghehowa
from
Samu Omorodion to Samu aghehowa.
So anyone want to make Omorodion was answering Omorodion last season, but he's aghehowa this season. Samu is linked in Samu. Another player that have been moved is kolo muani. Then Jackson, 3 players. So if you are Newcastle, which of these 3 players will you go for?
Of the 3, I'll go for Samu, please.
Yeah, Samu is actually their main target because it's everywhere.
Of the 3, I'll go for Samu. The Jackson, a hard pass. Then Randa Kolomwani, please no. Let's not repeat this same mistake again. So of the 3, I would go for Samu. But, Newcastle fans, you guys, you are like, you guys are strong, you know. When you toast babe 7 times, she reject you. You know, say my brother.
I remember this guy, Wisha is not in Brentford squad that played on Friday.
Yes.
He wants to still move to.
He wants to move to Newcastle.
So Newcastle needs 2 strikers. So they have about 4 options: Wisha, Jackson, Samu, and Kolo Muani. 4 strikers. They can buy 2 of them.
Wisha and Samu, or if there's a better player out there, a better striker, I will still throw in his name because he's my guy, Vangelos Pavlidis. How many million? Maybe 30 or 40 million. You get a goal machine and you get him into your squad. But of the 4, I like Samu the most because he scored a lot of goals in the last 2 or 3 seasons, and I feel like he looks like a complete striker. He could help the team. Wisha for that Premier League experience, but you know, when you have to sign in players, I always go for the upgrade, and I would say look out for a better upgrade. If you can, then get a better upgrade.
Okay, now so I think Wisha should go because Wisha is 28 years old. He wants to play at least the Champions League. If he plays 1 more season at
let me hear that anthem.
Yes, he will not actually play them. It's not that they are going to qualify for anything next season, or except that happens for them to qualify for anything.
They could win the FA Cup. They could win the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, it's to talk about Everton, Newcastle, Leicester City, teams that don't Aston Villa, teams that don't come out and shock us. Wolverhampton Wanderers once upon a time.
Yes, but as a player, you are 28 years. It's common sense for you to go and play for a team that have already qualified. Hoping that Brentford will qualify for the Champions League is a long shot.
When Mbeumo has gone, I don't understand. There's a reason why Granit Xhaka left Leverkusen and came to Sunderland. The rainmaker in that club has left, and every other person out there is just, you are just in transit until Ten Hag says, bro, your time is up. Come and be going.
My own about Wisha is not a young player. You need to test at least champions, even if it's 1 season in your career. You go tell your children, say, I play Champions League football. Not Brentford cannot. They might. It's possible. It's possible in football, but it's a long shot. Is
a long shot. Do you know when you say you close your eyes like Odysseus now? You close your eyes and you shoot an arrow through 15 axes, and then you hit your target. It's a long shot because this one has never shot an arrow in his life before. So Brentford without Wisha and Mbeumo, bro, whatever they did last season, I think maybe if they do not buy well, it could be the start of a decline for the club. But for Wisha going to Newcastle, moving on to a better side, better chances of winning things, competing in the Champions League, possibly becoming a cup winner this season, I think it's a better move. Bumper pay for him and his family, and everybody is happy at the club. Let's not come and make it out as if the club, this guy, they adopted him at birth, trained him up, and you know he's now wanting to leave the club. This is football.
The same thing we said football. About which what's it called, Ivan Toney at Brentford. Without Ivan Toney, they went on to do well. Without Mbeumo,
you got a fee. The idea is you use the fee to get options.
Even these people have been there when Tony was still serving his ban, and they were doing well. You get now without Mbeumo, they will do well. Without Wisha, they will do well.
If they buy well,
teams will always do
well.
There
are clubs that have let go key players and not replace them well.
Teams will always do well. No matter what, they will always do well. Not be your stats, not be your not be your tape that they use measure. They get their own tape that they use measure themselves. For your eye, if you know they enough, but their eye they enough, teams will always do well. Because finishing 10th on the table and finishing 9th, in their mind they've done well. If they finish 11th next season, in their mind they are still in the Premier League and they are way off relegation battle. They've done well.
If they finish 17th, they've done well.
If they finish 17th, in their own mind, if they didn't do well, the board will let us know that they didn't do well. You get, the board will tell us that it was a disappointing season. It is what they give us, we will take and analyze. You get. And now for Newcastle going for players, I would say, bro, Randall Muani is a no-no. Jackson is similar. I will still say it again. Jackson is similar to what they have in Isak. Very similar to what they have in Isak. If not like for like. Now you say Jackson don't know where to go.
So it's better for them to go for Jackson. I think it's better.
Better for Jackson because Omorodion from Atletico Madrid. John says he scored plenty goals. For Porto, where he go from ATM to Porto, where he go score plenty goals. He not content for highest goal scorer. He never even there for top 2.
Now you're correct in the everybody day.
No, but not even that one. Season, for crying out loud, bro. You are the one that's been giving Mbappe a lot of grace last season when he was struggling.
And Mbappe collect highest goal scorer.
At the end of the day, yes. Samuel Morodion has scored far more than he got at ATM. with far less chances in ATM, and he's
Which-
got a better.
which
Yes.
goals
How
is
many
covered
games
here?
he played for ATM?
I think the difference is that Newcastle is if they want to buy a striker, Jackson is better because Jackson has played
Jackson,
2
all
years.
I
the
disagree
way.
and
with
played
you,
2
man.
years at
I
the Premier
disagree
League,
with
so his
you.
Premiership.
They were
Premier
talking
League
about.
proven.
Wait,
I
we're talking
disagree
about.
with
We're
you.
talking about Premier League.
It's not
proven.
about
Wait,
Premier League
John,
proven.
let me
No,
finish.
no,
Let me
it's
finish.
not about Premier League proven. It's about ability. Jackson does not know where the goalpost is, and I will not buy that any day, anytime.
Well, Amorodo is still a young boy, so it's not
I'm
like
already aware he doesn't know where the goalpost is.
It's not like an
In
elite
the
striker.
sport, in the what's it called, Portuguese league, how many goals does he have?
Look at the stats.
In the
Stats are
Portuguese
there.
league,
Go look at the stats.
is it topping the chart? Is it topping the chart
Go
of highest
look at
goal
the
scorers?
stats.
No.
How many
Is it-
did
wait,
Jackson get
now,
this
John, let
season,
me
man?
finish. Is it topping the chart of expected goals?
Oh wow.
Because that's what you look at. Expected goals. Is it topping the chart out there? No.
Is Jackson topping the chart at expected
Expected
goals and
goals for
goals this
Chelsea.
season? No.
For Chelsea. Expected goals. He did there. But
He
his
not
chances
there.
is not.
Jackson has not
John, let me
met
finish,
any
let me finish,
expectation.
let me
No,
finish.
Jackson has not met
talk-
any expectation at Chelsea. None. Zilch. Zero.
Yes, but Jackson is still a main striker. Also continue.
No.
Well, he's a main striker there, but then buying striker and 2 striker joiner for the team.
It happens in football. It happens in football. Also continue.
See, John, no matter how you want to spin
Bro,
it,
continue. Stop calling my name,
no
man.
matter how you want to spin it, I will pick a Jackson anytime, any
Good for
day
you.
than an Omorodion.
Good for you,
We're
man.
talking about Premier League proven.
Good for you.
Jackson is Premier League proven.
Oh wow.
You get in the style of play of Eddie Howe, he can come in and be the missing link.
Oh
It's
wow.
possible, yeah.
It can be possible he can come in and be the missing link just to prove some people wrong.
Oh wow.
You get. I told you this before about Eddie Howe. I think he's the manager that if this position is not working for you, he will make you another position that might work for you. Jolinto, I think at some point, Jolinto was their top 9. Jolinto, Callum Wilson at Newcastle was the top 9. Where does Jolinto play now? If they play possibly DM, if possible, if you want to play DM because of your height and your physique. You can tackle the ball, you can wrestle the ball off anybody. Jolinto is now a better player in midfield than in offense.
Wow.
You get now with that going, he still had to drop. I think he had to drop a Almiron, who went on to either Mexico or where did he go to play. Now Almiron is not in the team. You brought in an Anthony Gordon. Always scout players who will come into my team. And do something different because of how I want them to do it.
Football is a personal opinion, but Eddie Howe have to sit down and look at it. But I think the only major rumor is that they are going for Samu. So probably he prefers Samu to Samu to Jackson. But let's see how that transfer is going to, because they still have about 20 days or so before the transfer window closes. Newcastle needs a striker. Wisha is on strike at Brentford. He wants to play for Newcastle. But apart from that, they still need one more striker in that team. So they have to go either for Jackson or Samu or Morodio or Aghehowa. Let's see which one Eddie Howe is going to buy. Okay, let's talk about some of the friendly games that happened yesterday. Chelsea beat Bayer Leverkusen 2-0, and Estavo scored the first goal. If you look at the way Chelsea started that game, remember we told you that Cowell is injured and is going to be out for majority of next season. And after the game, Maresca came back and said that he needs a defender. Let's see if he's going to buy one or not. I don't know what that means because they bought Hato, they bought in some of the players, brought Chaloba. But let's see if they're going to buy. But it was a fantastic game of football. Again, the lap started and did not score a goal. And his man came in, João Pedro came in and scored the second goal. Even though Estavo scored the first goal, he announced himself at Trafford scoring that first goal, even though it was a rebound, but a goal is a goal. I think Chelsea is ready, and also Chelsea is ready for the Premier League next season.
They said the lap started and they didn't score a goal.
You don't
forget, when teams start, defenders get KPI. Defenders do their KPI. The only thing is
striker getting KPI too now.
Now, striker getting KPI, but defender getting KPI. The only thing is João Pedro came in when defenders were tired, and he scored a goal. So if you look, I'm not going to talk about the goals you score. I keep saying it's not about the goals you score, it's about the effort you put to try to score the goal.
Oh wow.
You get see, everybody has different yardstick of watching football. I can come and watch football and they play 0-0 and I'm like, okay, fine. What did the goalkeeper do? What did the defenders do? What did the attackers do? What did this person do? What did this person connect? Well, how did you play this game like this? And for me, I feel like Chelsea last night, played a should I say yesterday afternoon, played a very good game. You get, with the Estabal coming in and scoring off that what's it called, loose ball. It was a good one for him. The lap making the runs, getting the services, but defenders were always on him. Physically good defenders, not just anyhow defenders, tough defenders who can bully you off the ball. They were on him all 90 minutes. You get all the game, all the time he played, and he did exceptionally well in front of goal. But the thing is, he didn't get his chance because the goalkeeper was also what's it called, completing his KPI. Now you go back to the other side when they made the subs in. You look at the runs defenders made, you could feel that they were tired in that light. Some of the defenders were tired, and Chelsea went on to continue to crack the wall until they got the second goal, all thanks to Joao Pedro. So I'm not going to say, oh, the lap is not good enough because of he had a stint of not scoring a goal. He still made a performance that is wowing the fan base, because it's not about, that still wows the fan base. I'm going to say it for a fact. That was wowed by his performance, not really because of his goals.
Well, okay.
I would expect the same from him. After all, you told me that your expectations from Antonio at West Ham is for him to come in and help the team. Well, as a striker, your role and your KPI is to come in and deliver for the team, not come and give us a wow performance. If we wanted a wow performance, we'll go to the opera. We wouldn't be watching football.
Well, Chelsea are playing 2 friendly games, so they have to manage the minutes. They have a game again tomorrow. If they play that game, I think it's going to change the formation for that game. I think Chelsea are ready for the Premier League, even though that they had this problem with injuries. They have problems with injuries. To Kolo and Maresca need to buy another defender. But I think in general, Chelsea is ready for the Premier League next season.
Yeah, I have to give it to Chelsea. I like what's his name now? Enzo Maresca has said is that he wants a defender, rightly so. Chelsea should get him a defender and help him out in that position. But Chelsea have the fundamentals to go on and have a fantastic season this season, because they've not just strengthened the team, they have that X factor coming off the bench to create chances and score goals for them in these few games we've seen them. And also, let's not forget the young Brazilian also, who is coming into the team to make his mark, because it's been a long time in the EPL where we haven't had a Brazilian, phenom in the league, and having him in the league is a good one for everybody.
Okay, and also Chelsea is ready for the Premier League. Well, after tomorrow's game, we'll know if they are truly ready.
See, beating Leverkusen is not surprise to me. I said it before that they will definitely deal with Leverkusen, if you remember. But I feel like there's still more work to be done. I'm going to say it the way it is. There's still more work to be done in Chelsea side. Even when you're putting up your best, they are world champions. Everybody wants to say they are world champions, but you still need to put in the work. For Chelsea, they just need to put in the work. Tomorrow's game might decide, but it's not going to decide fully what this team is about.
Okay, remember Gittins started in that game. Gittins was introduced in that game. Some of the new players was introduced. Remember, Chelsea is still looking for Garnacho, and that Garnacho deal will happen. Even Garnacho and Simeon, both of them are still on the news. I think Chelsea is going to bring for both of them. If I look at Chelsea, Gustavo, Gittins, and they don't have enough, because yesterday I thought it was no Nkunku at all on the bench, no Disaster on the bench, no Jackson on the bench. Players no day for Chelsea bench. All of them has been asked to leave, especially for Jackson and Nkunku. So Chelsea are really be thin now if you look at it, because Nkunku played in the Club World Cup, Jackson played in Congo, so they have a full squad. But now these 2 players leaving, plus usual one Sterling and Chilwell leaving, probably now you see why
they need those guys to come in. Yes,
Garnacho and Simeon in that team, because they need depth. They are playing the Champions League, the Premier League, they are playing everything this season, so they need actually depth for them to challenge for the Premier League next season. Because now being the world champions, Chelsea are the world champions. Being the world champions, it's necessary for them to challenge for the Premier League next season. Okay, other friendlies that happened to yesterday is Newcastle and Espanyol played the 2-2 draw. Brentford and Borussia Mönchengladbach played the 2-2 draw yesterday. Inter beat Monaco 2-1. Okay, let's see what happens. Manchester United, they are playing their own friendly games today. Everybody's playing. Man City is playing their friendly game again this weekend. But let's see what happens with all that game. Everybody's preparing, because on Friday the Premier League will start officially, and everybody wants to challenge you. Everybody wants to challenge, especially that first game for Manchester United and Arsenal on Sunday next week. It's going to be interesting. Premier League is back.
Sesko versus Forest.
Yeah, Premier League is back. Let's see what will happen in all those games. Okay, let's open the phone line and take a few phone calls before we go to our YouTube channel. The number to call is 0706 048 58 5-3. Call us and tell us what you think about all these things we are talking about, or what you think Chelsea is going to do next season. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Name and location, please.
Thanks for knowing that.
What's your contribution?
We dey talk say we just want to do currency.
Mm.
At least we better for people wey dey rent get
Okay.
we no get money to buy a buy stadium, so we no dey. Now, so if you see wetin dey good, may I appreciate am.
Thank you.
I say it good, but they innovate now.
Wetin dey sup, man? Which to the guy base wey 5 pass that one for England?
Mm. Mm.
You see something wey dey good, appreciate am.
Mm-hmm.
Certain place where you go come, you go relax, AC go blow.
Okay, 80 no day before that.
Depression go leave you. If you do it too much, you enter swimming pool.
You can't do me like say I go sleep there.
I didn't tell you.
It was a nice video. I saw it. It was a nice video.
So, see, when it comes to money formation, everybody has known armoring formation.
Mm.
You see, Ahmad went back.
Mm-hmm.
Left back. Left wing back. Then say 3 center back. Sure go come out there. ASAP. You know go waste time. Now is either he's using Mazurari or Edin Heaven there.
Okay.
Then when it comes to that, that's why he's looking for Carlos Baleba. Because Bruno will be sitting deep.
Okay.
So now that front three, Kunya, Sesko, Bremo. So now that be necessary.
Okay, let's see now.
Now that be, so I love what they are doing.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
All right,
yes,
thank you very much.
I'm impressed. So we know they buy any players again. Person who come the spin for us, we know those kind of players.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Truthfully, I saw that video yesterday. It was a lovely video for me to behold. But let's see if it's going to affect their general performance next season for Manchester United. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Good morning, the Chelsea captain.
Okay, what is your contribution?
Yes, we don't have stardom. Yes, we agree, we don't have stardom. We are better than people that have stardom that is confusing the market to buy striker.
Okay.
So what I also say is that I think that's what other man said is like we should go for it. That defender, we need it. And the news say I don't like all this man this thing. That kind of enter chess. I don't want to enter like a man in chess.
Okay.
So it's going to bring us confusion for that club.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Garnacho.
Okay, don't want Garnacho. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see if that will happen. But Garnacho is on the news. Actually, they are going to buy Garnacho. I think they are going to buy Garnacho or Simeons or both of them. One or two of them might end up at Stamford Bridge. But they still need a defender. That's what Maresca said yesterday. Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Amos calling you all the way from Alaba.
Okay. What is your contribution?
Hey, this in fact I can't wait. I'm enjoying you people show.
Thank you very much.
You see that City fan. And football intelligence is too much to be a City fan. Today. I say, John.
Yes.
You guys see the trophy. Which one the Jackson and Isak are in the same profile? Hey, who talk that thing?
It's possible. I think both of them are seeing the same profile.
Jackson, not player from Africa.
Calm down. Which one? Africa know they produce Drogba, no produce Drogba and Neto.
They produce player, but not be this kind of player from Jackson. Jackson, no be player be that.
You be Man U fan, Abi?
I believe Liverpool fan.
Liverpool fan. Okay.
If you go to Villareal, you see a lot of African players. What we say, like I don't know whether Villareal produce this thing. Where we say they go the two African player direct. No need of any checking whether good or not. They throw him because now so take this there.
Yeah, they have a lot of black players in that team.
Yes, even I think there's recently a Nigerian player that just moved into Villarreal. So
even Partey.
Yes. So I beg make una know they put Jackson and addition.
Thank you very much.
The chemistry is not working, and I want to talk about this British player.
Who is that?
I think he just moved in this woman now.
Who is that? Who?
Ronaldo Colomani.
Oh yes, he's on loan. He's on loan from PSG to Juventus. So he's
moved in this woman, Abby.
He was on loan at Juventus. He don't go back to the parent club.
That is okay. Samu. I think Samu is a better player, just like the other guy says. Samu, and then they bring in Risa.
Okay.
And Muani have failed in a lot of spaces. That guy have failed. Like I don't think he'll become an elite player again.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see if football can change in 1 minute. He can go and just do well if he goes to Newcastle. I'm talking about Kolo Muani. Is very, very possible. Okay, let's take more phone calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
What is this now? What is this?
Name and location, please.
What is this?
What is it? Continue. What's your name and location, please?
This is Bishop Beacon.
What did you do this morning?
They did not just renovate it. They upgraded it of a model.
Make English.
What you miss.
Bro, make English. Now English.
Your two eye open.
Now English they use to say now. They say wait now. You chill, Bishop. They say they redeveloped. Now wait. Renovate now wait. Now all of them be. Anyway, like see. Now wait now. Bishop wait. You feel renovate your house, maybe you add new things. Sure you know.
The problem is like you just saw a caption. I did not read it like you saw you.
I'm not. I saw the full video.
A renovation and upgrade. You forget that one to ultra modern. You forget all this. Just read it.
Bishop.
So it's okay. If you don't like it, read it. We love it.
Simple.
You go love her now. You go love her. Make it better reflect for game day.
I love it.
Make it reflect for game day.
But these guys, people know that we don't have money. Where are we seeing this money? But we laid off some workers. Yes. Even I thought about it 2 times, not one time.
Yes.
They made the first session and they came back again and led the second session. So at least they should money from there. And don't forget the money we are paying Sir Alex. We also start paying him. It's a business they are doing. I told you that time we discussed it. It's a business people. They have to know some people to make money and they have invested well. Kudos to Ronaldo. Kudos to Ronaldo. At least after he finished talking, they looked into it. I said it that time. If you are criticizing Ronaldo, just look at some things he said.
Yes.
Is it a sense in it? Is it something you need to work on? How can one like we left Man U playing for the world clubs and still came back and the school according to Ronaldo? The school he used to eat and everything was still come on, it was bad. But thank God for the new work they did. Then before I drop others to contribute, Ademola, to be honest, I don't know how I should see between what is going on between Ademola and
he's still there.
To be honest, he's telling me
there's no
after the same thing was done to Semen. I don't know what's going on. He has not left the camp. In fact, left Italy entirely, and the club are threatening a legal action against him. So I don't know, but please, I don't know. Our African brothers, I will advise whenever you are moving to Italy, just shine your eye.
Okay.
Please, it's becoming unbearable. From Semen now, can we also see that Ademola is also stubborn? What is going on? What is going on? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, there's no still updates in Luke's matter. He's still at Atlanta. Let's see if it's going to work out for him or not. But Atlanta said they must pay whatever it is that they are asking before he can move. Okay, let's take more phone calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Nonso and John. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yes, when you are Vitaly Sigweches na Stafford Bridge, the world champion, aka Wonder.
Okay, what is your contribution?
Because when Manchester United and Liverpool, and they had almost 2 to 3 minutes. 30 seconds is okay. Allow KC people to talk.
Okay.
Yes, because we are world champion. I think we watched our boy yesterday.
Yes.
I think see what happened there. I think see exactly what happened.
Well, they play ball.
Yeah, give a sign to show you that you are going to carry this league this time. I'm telling you, I didn't see William Estabao. You see how he's moving. You see how Pedro, everybody's moving. So I'm very happy that Chelsea won by Leverkusen 2-0.
Now Leverkusen will not sabi anything that they play this celebrate.
They sabi, you see that hard. You see what they playing, they're almost defensive game.
Defensive game.
Formation and B1, B2 formation. Follow them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, B1, B2 formation, why you follow them? Win them 2-0. So this is a sign that the Liverpool cannot even stand on our way. Man City, Man U, and the Arsenal just with their own don't finish self. Nobody cannot even stand on our way. Even West Ham. I know the West Ham again.
Tiri jam.
All right. Thank you very much.
Garnacho, I don't. The day I think okay.
They are still working on it.
Okay, if you come to Chelsea, I need a game time. What about Baleba Cup and the FA Cup because I don't think you play Champions League because I will go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. For other news in the transfer of, let's say, bad news for Manchester City because Rodri is out injured again till September. He picked up an injury in the Club World Cup. He's still nursing that injury. We talked about Hendrick at Real Madrid. He's going to wear the number 9 shirt, not Garcia again. They have changed their mind. They are going to give Hendrick number 9 shirt.
Thank you.
I don't know what's happened at Real Madrid, but they need to. The La Liga, I think the only team that is signing players at this La Liga is Atletico. They signed up to 5 or 6 players. Remember, they just signed to lock up. Barcelona don't even get money to
Barcelona don't sign that.
Barcelona they don't sign past Real Madrid, so you cannot.
They don't sign past Real Madrid now.
They sign past Real Madrid.
Barcelona has signed 3 players that I'm sure of. About Real Madrid has signed 2 that we are sure of.
Understand.
I don't know why.
Muani and his brother with Rashford.
Now 3 way would they sure of that now? Then Real Madrid don't sign 2.
Master Sunto and this other guy.
Noising.
Okay.
Maybe this week we'll talk about Atletico, their transfer market. We got another striker again. Just last night we'll talk about Atletico Madrid when we talk about all the players they have scored, they have bought this summer. Okay, let's take more phone calls. Get your own contribution. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Obadiah.
Okay.
I'm calling from Inigo.
Okay, your contribution.
Well, what a fantastic job that the Carrington. I mean, Manchester United are the best setters. Yes, in everything. That's very fantastic. But just, I want to know more about the certain Brighton player
Baleba.
that was supposed to be moving to Manchester United. How far? Is it still on?
Yeah, they just asked, they have not made an official bid, but let them finish with Sesko today, then they will probably start talking about Baleba from next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, after they are done with the Sesko deal today, once Sesko signs today, they will probably move to Baleba. They need a midfield in that team because, except you want to stick with Kobe Meno and Ugati throughout the season in case of injury. You need depth. You need depth in that midfield. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Now they can't not come out from Madrid player.
No, I don't know.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, what is your contribution?
Yeah, congratulations to the world champion yesterday for winning their match. Whether you like it or you not like it, I see the best team in London.
Okay.
Protect it or whether it's not.
Now, maybe the biggest team in London for ticket sales. Oh, yeah,
Get him for tickets, wear your trophy.
I get trophy now. The same conference league where you do parade. I win them and not do parade.
Wear your Champions League, Oga.
I go soon win them, no worry.
See next season, this is the start now. Well, anybody who knows fear Chelsea, you don't please me. Because
if not,
William they ready for everybody.
I'm ready for you, don't worry.
So, yeah, for our signing, I just need Chelsea to sign one leg wing forward.
I think
they've agreed personal terms.
That one, that yesterday. Yeah. So Garnacho.
Yeah, I don't know whether they are still going for any goalkeeper.
No goalkeeper this summer.
Cut this Sanchez again. No problem now. Okay, the defender did to help him. And for Kowe, I wish him quick recovery.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice weekend ahead. Thank you.
You too. Okay. Let's see. They have to buy probably one more player. Garnacho and Simeon, or they can buy both of them. Chelsea have to decide if they want to buy both of them or buy only one. But Maresca said that they need a defender. They might still buy a defender or use the one they have. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is John from Transit.
Okay, what is your contribution?
You start with that first guy that said that was posting about their new training ground.
Yeah.
I will pose this question: what does it profit a team to have a beautiful ground? Even if what they connected with ACs, even on the legs of the players, you have the AC, and then end up coming 15th in the league.
My brother!
It profits you nothing.
What does it profit a man?
My brother, this one about Bele.
And another thing I want to tell them, Chelsea has their own rules this time around, being the Premier League. And I will give you some of them. First and foremost, now we go decide whether
Hello.
we go decide whether we go for second half when we're winning the game in the first half.
Okay.
Two, that's club champion question. If you pull it for any reason, now we go decide whether you get yellow card or red card. And now we go decide games when we go play away and then when we go play for home.
Chelsea fans.
Una ego.
We go to choose when we go officiate our matches.
Now be match commissioner, FA, FIFA, and everything. And I be VAR join.
How you take yourself?
Okay, thank you.
All the best, my brothers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's close Chelsea. I like what I like about Chelsea, when they call them the pride of London, their fans has pride. And I like I like the way they show it. They show it. Even if they finish 15th, you see Chelsea are bragging. Even if they finish 15th, they see them talking as if they just won everything. That's it. But I like it. Okay, let's finish on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. And I'm going to read some of the comments before I end the show. Okay, Timothy, welcome to the show. He said, good morning. Nunes is gone already. Liverpool will struggle to win tomorrow. Okay, please, what is the update on Simeon and Garnacho? We already said that they are still talking.
Garnacho with both just club discussions now.
Personal time with both players, not a problem. It's just the club to agree. And Manchester United is looking for about £50 million for Garnacho. Chelsea doesn't want to play that much. Okay, Cletus is on the show. Cletus, good morning to you. He said the question is not who will win, it's how many goals will Liverpool score tomorrow. Because and everybody, including all of you in the studio, know that Liverpool will be having fun by tomorrow.
Okay now.
Okay, it's not about training ground. Have they stopped charging players whatever they get anything from the canteen? Okay, they are okay. It's talking about Manchester United training facilities. They also do done maintenance in their main station. Main stadium. They are probably going to start.
I think they started
that.
innovation in what's it called last season.
Okay, Isaac, welcome to the show. Isaac said nice analysis, guy. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you very much. Annie Divine is saying, I believe John Jackson is not a striker. He should be converted to a CB. Calm down. Okay, all right. Thank you guys for joining us on today's show. And tomorrow we'll come on Monday we'll come back and give you more gist on all the games that happened throughout this weekend. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Vote 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a break
Tochi, welcome to the show. Okay, Tochi Peter is saying, okay, good morning, guys. Good morning, guys, in the studio. Okay, Ade is back. I say, hi, Godwin. Hi, Godwin. How are you? Newcastle United should sign Samu, Omorodium, and Wisha. Okay, and Waterman, and Nicola Jackson, and Pavlidis.
Everybody now.
Okay, Sunday Party, welcome to the show. Sunday Party saying Atletico Madrid is cooking something behind the scenes, making their 10th signings. Or 10th, yeah, I want them to count out how many signings they have made. Watch out for Atletico Madrid to be crowned champions and incoming La Liga. Okay, let's see if that is going to be possible, because Atletico is buying players. Okay, more comments on it. Annie Divine is saying Barcelona no need any transfer for now. We are good to go. Okay, if you are good to go, let's see.
The season start.
Okay, Tochi is also saying Blues is coming for the two clubs you know now. Okay, you know now we. I don't even know. Okay, choose. Welcome to the show. It says Barcelona and a comedy club these days. See Shestegen. they strip him of the captaincy, okay, handband. They took him off his captain handband, and now he's giving him back the handbag once again. I don't even know what they are doing. They collected it
after 1 week.
After 1 week,
this
like,
La Liga salary cap and FFP rule is disaster for the league. Yes, they don't even sign players. But I don't know how Atletico is doing.
Another thing, the broadcasting rights is unfair too. So they need to look at it.
Atletico is signing many players, so I don't even know how they are doing it. Okay, thank you guys for today's show. Tomorrow we are back. Sorry, not tomorrow. On Monday we are back. On tomorrow we are going to drop a review of the game that happened with Liverpool versus Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Please join and please watch and share that video. Thank you very much for today's show. We'll see you guys on Monday. Please watch our videos.
Thank you.